Welcome back, everyone, to the Bitcoin Business Bureau. I'm your host, as always, LitecoinLeader. I have no idea when this video is coming out because I'm recording a whole bunch of them this week at the end of the week to air next week, just to give you a little behind the scenes. So, hey, I got to get them done at some time because I'm about to tear down my whole studio because I'm about to move to another state. That'll be revealed shortly, but most people, some of you know where that's going to be already. I've been there recently. You'll probably figure it out. But I'm trying to make that move before the end of the year. And it's a lot going on. And I got to get these videos done and get shared. But I also just made a video with Patrick and Dylan on EconomicPreppers. All that stuff is, it's mentioned. Oh, where's the ticker? Here we go. We got the backup channel. We got the script. Talking about EconomicPreppers videos that are out there. They're on Rumble and BitChute. Please watch them out. Share the clips. I put some clips up on YouTube too. Trying to get as much content out as possible before the craziness of the end of the year really hits us. It's a lot going on, but I wanted to cover a few topics this week about energy and access to it and things that they're controlling and how that all impacts everyone. I thought really about putting this one on the backup channel, but I said, you know what? Let's leave it on LitecoinLeader. There's more people watching that right now. I want everybody to get this out there and see it. So let me share my screen and talk about what's going on in the Netherlands. And it's interesting because most of the people that are talking about the Netherlands, at least recently, are talking about the World Cup. But what's really going on in the Netherlands is there's a whole bunch of people that are upset about what's going on in the Netherlands as they're about to close 3,000 farms. And these 3,000 farms are going to be closed to comply with the EU. Why is that ad so big? That is so annoying. Okay, get rid of that. They're closing it to comply with the EU mandate. What EU mandate is this? So the Netherlands is forcibly closing 3,000 farms to comply with the EU mandate. This is at the end of November here. And it's about emissions. So what kind of emissions? Nitrogen. Why do they care? Well, it's a climate issue and carbon removal methods. They're concerned that all this greenery, all this farms, and I'll scroll to the bottom. I think this article has it. Yeah, let me continue reading. I think it's in here. Pardon. Let's see. Netherlands is the world's second largest farm exporter according to Investopedia. Top Dutch farm-based exports include flowers, dairy produce, eggs, meat, and vegetables. Didn't I recently do a video about the limit of number of eggs you could buy in the UK and how that's being limited? I wonder why that is. Well, here they have all these climate issues. And I know I did another video about, well, maybe it was only on Patreon, but November 13th, if you don't know what COP27 is, it was a summit on Mount Sinai. They're basically steering climate change to impact access to energy and farms and food. It's all tied together, folks. It's all tied together. And I wanted to touch on this story. And let me find the right window. I've got thousands of windows open right now. I'm talking to you. There I am. Hi. Okay. So they are limiting access to food and they are limiting access to energy because it all comes down to you only have so many of these or in whatever country or whatever color they are. And you need these to be converted. You convert your labor into this stuff in the United States. And in the United States, you take this stuff to the grocery store and buy less and less and less every day. You also buy less at the gas station. Well, they're playing with that game. You're also buying less energy to keep your house warm. So you got these options. And I'm hearing this, like I think Cliff High basically talked about this the other day, where basically it's, or maybe it was this. I think it was this guy. Hold on. Got my haircut today. It's all a mess, but whatever. I'm going to go back to sharing my screen and I want to share another channel. This is one I can't even pronounce, but this is Ken, very smart guy. I think Cliff actually taught me about this channel. It's Theoria Apophasis. I don't even know what that means. I haven't translated it. It's probably Latin. But Ken is a very smart guy, and he talks about a lot of different issues, and he's a smart guy. But he talks a lot about the Netherlands issue and what's going on over there, and these farming issues and what they're trying to limit access to everybody, both in the G7 countries, basically the European Union and the United States. It's starting in Europe and it's going to migrate over the pond, as they like to say, to us regarding our food costs and our energy costs, and it's going to be a long winter, right? And you're not going to be able to convert many of these into what you need. You don't have that many of these because these have very little flimsy buying power. So if everything needs to cost this, you're probably going to need one of these soon, and then so on and so on. So anyway, so in the Netherlands, they're shutting down 3,000 farms, even though the Netherlands, they know for generations how to grow food and how to feed not just their own country, but several surrounding countries. So because of climate change, excuse me, and climate issues and outgassing and whatever the environment needed just fine before this year, they want to shut down 3,000 farms. And they're going to spin it and say that, hey, we're buying the farms and we're overpaying or paying top dollar. Well, what does top dollar even mean anymore? Because like if the farm was worth, say, $1 million and I pay you $2 million for it, next year I couldn't even buy back the farm for $2 million. And then I don't even have like what the farm yields, right? So you lose like these farms have been in families for generations. They know how to rotate crops and get good yields and keep the soil rich and all that good stuff. And here we're taking their livelihoods. We're putting them out of business. And odds are they're probably going to have to hire them back to tend the farms if they're even going to keep them as farmland. No, probably they're just going to eradicate it and just say, hey, we don't need that food anymore because we don't want that many people eating that much anymore because, hey, there's bugs. I digress. Control. It's all about control, folks. They want to control you. And yeah, I'm on a crypto channel. I get it. That's why I've started making other channels and backup channels, as you see crawling along here, because eventually they're going to come for all of us. But they come for your food, they come for your energy, and then you're going to be able to you won't even be able to buy them with the stuff anymore. So you need to get your independence. You need to get your own control your resources, control your own wealth, convert what you can into out of this stuff, which is losing buying power every week, day, month, into hard assets like silver, gold, crypto, Bitcoin, and preserve your buying power. I forget who said it the other day, but it's definitely true. Silver and gold have held the buying power for years. It's a man's suit, a nice man's suit, has been worth about 1 ounce of gold for hundreds of years. You can go back to the Middle Ages for a suit of armor, to a finely tailored suit in the 1800s, to one today. It's a suit like $1,500 to $2,000 gets you a really nice suit. Got your suit of armor back in the Middle Ages. So precious metals, they hold their value over time. That's why central banks are grabbing it. And I know that video is coming out this week. I would point up here, but I'm not sure when it's coming out, but it's going to come out. Who knows what I'm going to link up here because I got to get all these videos squared away. But I want to get you guys to know what's going on and things that they're not telling you about. So did you know about the Netherlands farm? Did you know about what the European Union and the G7 are doing with energy and food controls and how you can work against those kinds of rules, sanctions, mandates, whatever you want to call them, and become more independent? Get rid of these. Upside down, I don't care. Get rid of these things. Get firm assets like this. Get Bitcoin. Get cryptos, like solid crypto projects. Become your own bank. Know how to store your wealth safely. Watch my video on LitecoinLeader.com to use a smartphone to convert that into a wallet. That's a great answer. There's other options too. Working on those all the time. Join our group too. Join Patreon to even learn more. But I'm trying to get the message out there as much as I can between moves. Hopefully just one more move. Please, just one more move. And then we'll go from there. But with all that said, I look forward to reading your comments. What did you know about what was going on? What do you think about the story about these farms in the Netherlands? I'd love to. Do you have friends over in Europe that could tell me more? I read every comment. I love everyone that watches this video. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. All year long, I make these videos. I don't even know how many videos I made this year. Probably a couple hundred. I have no idea. It's a lot. But this is the time of year just trying to make sure that you guys have content as I head into a little bit of a small hiatus till I come back and set up my new studio. But I wanted you to know. I look forward to reading your comments. Thank you again for the likes and subscribes and shares. It really helps the channel. But with all that said, I'm going to close the drawer in the bureau. Say follow leader one more time. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.